Hello guys, I'm Guru Prasad. Today we are going to explain some of the most important topic in biology, that is structure and function of a plant cell. So let's begin the video. First, we are going to introduction of plant cell structure. Plant cells are basic structural and functional units of plants. They have unique features that allow them to carry out the essential functions for plant growth and development. So, the understanding the structure of a plant cell is a crucial for understanding how plants functions. So, in plant cell structure, the basic structure and functional units will plays a major role while transferring some of the organs or some of the what is that the energy units, all those things. So it will plays a major role. So next we will move on to the cell walls. Cell walls is a rigid outer layer that provides support and protection of the plant cell, and it is made up of cellulose, a complex carbohydrate that gives a cell wall it will give its strength. And the cell wall also helps to maintain the shape of the plant cell and prevent it from the bursting under the pressure. So cell wall is like the outer layer for the protection. So next move on to the cell membrane. Cell membrane is a semi-permeable barrier that surrounds the plant cell. So it controls the movement and substances in and out of the cell. So allowing for the uptake of the nutrients and the removal of the waste products. So the cell membrane is also plays a major crucial role in the cell communication and cell signaling. So the main functionality of the cell membrane needs to be it will plays a major role in the cell communication and cell signaling. Next we will move on to the cytoplasm. That is, the cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance that fills the interior of the plant cell, and it contains the various organelles such as nucleus, mitochondria, and chloroplasts that carry out these functions. And the cytoplasm is where many essential metabolic processes can take places. It will take place, and the including protein synthesis and energy production. It will take all the essential metabolism, like metabolic processes, to perform all those functions. That is cytoplasm. Next, move on to the nucleus. This is the very important what is that important component in the plant cell. So the nucleus is the control center of the plant cell and containing the cell genetic material in the from the DNA, that is deoxyribose nucleic acid, and it regulates cell activities including growth, metabolism, and reproduction by controlling the gene expression. And the nucleus is surrounded by a double membrane called nuclear envelope, which helps to protect the DNA inside. It will protect the DNA from inside. So this is the picture of the nucleus. So it contains nucleus pores, nucleus envelope, nucleus lamina, nucleus, and chromatin, nucleoplasm, endoplasmic reticulum, and ribosomes. Next, move on to the chloroplast. Chloroplasts are organelles that are responsible for the photosynthesis, that processes by which plants convert the sunlight into the energy. So they contain the chlorophyll, a green pigment that captures the light energy and converts it into the chemical energy. So the chloroplasts have the unique structure and the thylakoid membranes that contains the machinery for the photosynthesis process. So next, move on to the most important component, that is the part of the cell of the plant cell, that is the mitochondria. This is known as the powerhouse or the energy cell of the plant cell. So mitochondria is the powerhouse of the plant cell and producing the energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate, that is ATP, through a cellular respiration. They have a double membrane structure and contains their own DNA. It contains its own DNA, so it will separate from the plant cell's nuclear DNA. So the mitochondria plays a crucial role in the breaking down nutrients and releasing energy for different cellular activities. So the mitochondria will plays a major role in the plant cell for the photosynthesis all or the energy production or to produce the power for the all the cells. That is main function of the mitochondria. So next, move on to the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is a network of the membrane that are involved in the protein and the lipid synthesis, and it can be rough with the ribosomes attached for the protein synthesis, or it will be smooth, or it will be involved in the lipid metabolism. So the endoplasmic reticulum helps the transfer the proteins and lipids to other parts of the cells, and it will plays the major role in the detoxification. So this is the picture of the endoplasmic reticulum. So next, move on to the Golgi apparents. That is, the Golgi apparents are responsible for the processing, packaging, and sorting proteins and lipids for transport within the cell or secretion outside the cell. It consists of a series of flat-head membrane-bound sacs called cisterns, and Golgi appearance and modify the proteins by adding the sugars or the other molecules to them before packaging and them vesic vessels, and for the transportation it will use the vessels. This is a picture of the Golgi apparents. Next, we'll move on to the vacuole. The vacuole is a large membrane-bound organelle that stores the water, nutrients, and it will store that is like liquid content, that is water, nutrients, and the waste products in the plant cell, and it helps to maintain a turgor pressure and providing the structural support to the cell. It will provide the structural support for the cell, and the vacuole also plays a major role in the detoxification, pigmentation, and storing the molecules such as sugars and the proteins. So next, move on to the peroxisomes. That is, peroxisomes are small organelles that contains enzymes involved in the various metabolic processes, including detoxification and lipid metabolism. They help break down harmful substances such as hydrogen peroxide into the water and the oxygen. Peroximose also plays a major role in the synthesis of the important molecules like bile acids and plasmagons. So this is a picture of peroximones. Next, we'll move on to the cytokinins, the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton is a network protein filaments that provides the structural support and help maintain the shape of the plant cell. So it will provide the support and also provides the main shape of the cell. So it will involved in the cell division, cell movement, and intercellular transport. It will communicate with the internally. So the cytoskeleton is made up of the three types of the filaments, that is microtubulus, microfilaments, and the intermediate filaments. Next, move on to the cell junctions. Plant cells are connected to each other through specified structures and called plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata are the channels that allows for the exchange of the nutrients, signaling the molecules and the genetic information between the adjacent plant cells. These cell junctions plays a crucial role in the coordinating the growth and the development in the plant tissues. So next, move on to the cell communication. How the communication will takes in the plant cell or the cell. Plant cells communicate with each other through chemical signals such as hormones and signaling molecules. With the help of hormones and the signaling molecules, it will communicate with each other. Signal transaction pathways relay the information from the cell membrane to the nucleus and regulating the gene expression and the cellular responses. So the cell communication is essential for the coordinating growth, development, and are responsible for the environmental stimuli in the plants. So the final conclusion about all of the structure and the functions of the plant cell is the structure and the function of the plant cells are interactively linked, or it will interconnected to each other, allowing plants to carry out essential processes for the growth, development, and the survival of the cell of the plant cell. Understanding the organelles and the structures within the plant cell provides the insight into how plant cell functions at a cellular level and how the communication will takes place with the help of hormones and the organelles. And it will continue the research on the plant cell biology will help to uncover the new insights into the plant growth and development and adaptation to changing the environment. To change the environment, the plant cell will be perform several functions, several operations to grow and to develop and to survive in the real world. So the plant cell will be the structure and the functions of the plant cell will be plays a major role in the biology, because the functions which are present in the plant cell, it will plays a major role to grow, to develop the and to survive the plant, that whichever the whatever the plant it is. So it has to be survive with the help of certain amount of the growth, certain amount of the hormones, and it should be communicate with each other certainly, and it should develop day by day, and it should be the final step is the main intention, it should be survival. So this is all about the structure and functions of the plant cell. I hope you guys enjoy this video. So you have learned something. So please watch the video and please share, like, subscribe the video. So, and subscribe the channel also. So